Wait, what? Why you gotta be a Democrat-y, huh?
The Democrat Party.
Why is it Democrat?
That's I love that dad joke. Dad joke is so
was a
good.
good one.
So good.
Pretty tight. It was pretty tight.
It was. Delicious.
Deliciously tight. So. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your two favorite facially blessed individuals. That's right, folks. It's the two bearded preachers aiming to misbehave, like always. So how's the church going?
It's going pretty good, man. We're it's going pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything of note that's happening. Like, our averages are trending higher this year. That's fun.
Nice.
So,
nice.
You know, better averages. The financials are good. We've had some rough. To be honest, we had kind of a rough summer. Not because of anything. Not because of like losing membership or people getting mad, but there were two young men in the community who were. One was a young father whose dad goes to my church, is a member of the church, and he was killed in a car accident.
Ooh, yeah.
And that was recent. That was in the past couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
In the past 3 weeks. So that one's still pretty fresh. And then a little earlier in the summer, another young man was killed in a boating accident.
Oh.
And one of our members witnessed it, and he was friends with. This is a small community, man. Everybody knows each other, and those two things, those two deaths, in quick succession, has been kind of rough.
Of course.
Just talking with folks and working the funerals and those sorts of things. You know, it's gonna be a little while for a lot of these folks to figure out their new normal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so in terms of what the most significant thing going on at the church has been lately, it's been that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and just fleshing all that out. But Leon's doing good. He's enjoying it. Youth group's back up and running and everything, and it's doing pretty well. And we got our Clint with the praise team and all that sort of stuff's going really good. He's really coming into his own, I think, and really developing pretty well. You know, I just like it. Everything up here is real slow, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just the pace of life. So if you're trying to do anything, you know, you got to be... Everything is a long game. Everything.
Yeah.
So I'm not even trying to do a whole bunch of new stuff. Leon's real excited about doing video announcements. So this week we recorded some video announcements, and he put them together, and we're going to put that out. We're going to put that out for a few weeks on Facebook to get used to it. Get used to the filming and get used to being on camera and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And then we'll start putting it in front of the congregation. But I don't know. That's about the extent of it. I'm going to start putting a bunch of lesson material on the internet, starting recording a lot of that stuff. Mm-hmm. So that way, I'm doing a class right now on what it means to be a part of the church, and that's going to become our new membership class. That you'll be able to take the class through Facebook learning units. I don't know if you've played with that at all, but if you make a Facebook group and make it social learning, you can have it be just like an online class that you would take in college. And it's pretty cool stuff. So we're gonna flesh all that stuff out and start playing with that a little bit. Because I've been trying to figure out how Christian education is going to go in the future, and I don't think that it's going to be primarily Sunday school or small groups. I think it's all going to go to the social media,
think so?
And then in your primarily for doctrinal information, you'll learn stuff, and then you might get together later and talk about it. I think that's how it'll go. Like you might, because I got a bunch of people who are real active on social media, but they're less active in church, and I'm just trying to figure out a way to engage them with all the nerdy stuff that I love. And we'll see if it works or not.
Give that a try.
See if it's worth the time.
Well, that's the thing. Is it worth all the effort that you're going to put into it? That's the only hard part. So.
Well, I'm already getting the benefit out of the lesson because I'm teaching it to my Wednesday night crowd, and that's where I'm honing it in. And then I'll do shorter versions of the same thing for the stupid computer online stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's gonna. What do you think? Do you think that stuff is gonna be lasting, or I'm trying to figure out how that can be an aid.
I mean, it's actually a pretty interesting kind of thing of a take the new members class online. I kind of like that. You know, I would actually love to do that instead of what I do now, because I do like a new members class live 3 weeks. I started this Sunday. I got it this Sunday, so I'm not looking for. I got to get up at 8:30. I got to be at church at 8:30. That kind of sucks.
So it's the waking up early for you.
Yeah. So I might have to maybe adjust and do a new members class through that, and then meet with like the family. You know, have like a one-on-one.
Have them watch it and then talk to them.
Hey, any questions about the church? Anything questions about what you learned or anything like that about the church? You know, things like that. That might not be a bad idea. So kind of like that. Maybe maybe make it a part of our YouTube, channel.
You got a lot of YouTube stuff?
Yeah, we've been doing.
I mean, I know you have your lessons or your sermons.
I got my sermons. I do like a midweek thing. I haven't done it for the last 2 weeks because of getting ready to go on vacation and be on vacation. So, but I gotta get that going again. So I'm gonna do that this week. It's kind of like a recap of what we did and what we're gonna look at the upcoming week and everything. And so.
I like that. So you're plugging what's going to be happening.
Getting a little bit of plug going.
That's cool.
Been using Instagram for the church too and everything. That's been working pretty well. It's pretty nice. So everybody likes Instagram so much. It's actually it's pretty good little tool. And you connect it right to your Facebook. And so you've
been liking it?
Yeah, I have been liking it. I use it for me personally. I use Instagram personally for everything. And then it just automatically posts to my Facebook. So everything that you get on Facebook is from my Instagram. So
okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So I really don't post too much on Facebook individually. I just do it all on Instagram. So, but yeah, it'll be it's a lot of stuff like that. So, but it might not be a bad idea. I might need to think about the merits of that, and then meeting one-on-one with the families after they've taken that class online, and then hey, you got any questions? What do you want to talk about? Because I do like the one-on-one, get to know people.
Well, yeah, you don't want to lose that.
No.
But there's some information that you want to convey. That, I mean, does it need to be? Does every bit of information that you want to convey need to be one-on-one?
Yeah.
Or can you just break down? This is some general stuff you need to know. Think about it. Save your questions for later.
Yeah. Well, I try to do that. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm going to go over this stuff. And if you got any questions at the end of class, feel free to ask. We'll bring them back next week. And typically, they stop me in the middle of everything. Like, oh, what about this? What about this? I'm like, all right, you remember this whole thing I talked about? Like, wait till the end of the class to ask questions? No.
I need answers now, Justin.
We need answers now, Mr. Justin. Alright, whatever.
Tell me about your new dog.
Well, I think she's probably around pooping somewhere. I think I see more pee on the floor. So.
Oh, dude. You need to beat that dog.
I need to, so.
Beat it.
No, we just got a new dog today. And her name is Lexi. She's a rescue.
That's cool.
Yeah, she was only $20. She was on sale.
Hey.
Typically $50, $60, $20. So, you can't beat that, And so
they were having a fire sale at the Humane Society or whatever.
She's a puppy, 6 months old. She's about 30 pounds. Should be about 30, 35 pounds, maybe 40 pounds. She'll get to. We're gonna pack some weight.
Yeah.
She's really skinny right now. Just got fixed and everything like that. But But here's the deal. This is why we weren't planning on getting another dog. Like there was nothing on the horizon of us saying let's get another dog. And then so we're in the Keys, all right?
Yeah.
Having a great time and everything, and we go ahead and we do some cool stuff with the kids. We don't ask the kids like what do they want to do. We're just like, hey, this is what we're doing.
No, you're just taking
them. Yeah, and so we do like we swam with the dolphins and everything like that. We did that. That was super cool.
That's cool.
It was, and it wasn't, but like it wasn't like something that like Toby's like, I really want to do this. And the reason why I say Toby is because it was his birthday when we were in the Keys.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But
happy birthday.
But there's a problem with this, is that we didn't get him anything for his birthday.
Presents. You need to get him something, man.
Exactly. And so I'm like, So I was like, I go to Fago.
Did you guys? Was this just an oversight? Was this just a colossal dad fail?
It was a colossal parenting fail because me and Faye.
So you're not going to own it. You're going to say that it's also
Faye's fault. It is her fault. It's both of our faults.
Okay.
So because listen, so we're like, we're sitting there in the Keys, just having a great time, and Faye's like, well, she goes, Toby, you excited about your birthday tomorrow? And Toby's like, yeah, and I'm like, oh crap, we didn't. I don't think we got Toby a gift. And so I'm like, Faye, I said, did we get Toby a gift? I pull her aside. Did we get Toby a gift? She goes, no. I go, she's like, oh crap. I'm like, I feel like a crappy parent. And she's like, yeah. Yes. She goes, the problem is,
you should.
The problem is, like, and this is one of the things she was asking him. She's been asking him for months now about what he wants, but he wouldn't tell her anything, And even like all the parents are like, what does he want? What does he want? What does he want? And he wouldn't tell anybody anything, He wasn't like. Or he would say something absurd like, I want a gaming PC. And we're like, dude, you ain't getting a gaming PC. Man, that's like over $1,000. The answer's no.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, dude, so I just pull him outside. I say, hey, bud, here's the deal. Your birthday's tomorrow. And I go, you really didn't tell us anything you want. And he goes, I want a gaming PC. I said, you ain't getting a gaming PC. He goes, all right, I want a PS4. You ain't getting a PS4 either. I said, dude, that's like $400,
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, is there anything, like, be reasonable, man. What do you want for your birthday? I said, I ain't buying you no more freaking Fortnite crap, okay? You're not getting that stuff anymore. All right? Don't think something that's not a video game. Go, what do you want? And he goes, he kind of sits there and he goes,
I want DLC.
Yeah, that's
give me DLC for Fortnite.
Yeah, he basically looks at me and goes, Dad, you know what I really, really want? I go, what? He goes, I really want another dog. And as soon as he said that, and I'm sitting there going,
easy,
dude, I got this.
Done.
I go,
done.
No, I'm sitting there going, dude, I'm gonna get out of this here. So I get ready to start talking, and he goes, I already know what you're gonna say, Dad. All right, I know what you're gonna say, and I'm gonna take care of this dog. I want this to be my dog. I love dogs, Dad. I love Ricky Bobby. I want another dog, and I want to take care of her. I'm gonna take the dog outside. I'm gonna feed her every day, feed him every day. I'm gonna do this, and he's telling me all this stuff he's gonna do, and I'm like, he just turned 9, dude. And I'm like,
he's owning it, bro. He's owning this dog. He loves this dog.
All right. I said, listen, I can't guarantee you we're going to get a dog. So let me go talk to your mom. Don't say anything to her. Let me talk to her, all right? And we'll let you know, okay? Okay, but that's really, really what I want. I'm like, crap. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to go to Faye. And, like, here's the deal. I'm, like, sitting there going, I really don't want to say no. I want to say yes, but I don't really want to say yes. I want to say no. But if I can get Faye to shoot it down, then she can be the bad guy.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So I put the ball in her court. I go,
yes.
Dude, he really wants a dog. And she goes, okay. I'm like, what? What the crap? She goes,
you were supposed to be the bad guy,
Faye. You were supposed to be the bad guy. And next thing you know, we get back from vacation. The next day, we go to the pound. And we're like, all right, listen, let's just go look. Probably not gonna find anything. We probably ain't gonna find anything. We pull like 2 dogs out, and they're just like dorks. They're like, really?
Yeah.
They're just like, oh. They want one laid on the floor and wouldn't move, like was freaking out. I'm like, dude, that dog is dying. There's something wrong with this dog. And then I saw.
You should have got that one.
Yeah. And then I saw this dog, this brown dog. I think she's got a little bit of pit bull in her, but she's beautiful. Yeah? Yes, you are. She's beautiful. And I was like, let's go take her out. And she was so sweet, and she was playful, and about 30 pounds, 6 months old. And Toby's like, can I have her? And I'm like, freaking okay. So now we got a dog because me and awesome. Faye are horrible at planning for birthdays.
I love dogs. I think it's great.
I do too. She's actually really sweet. She's a good dog. So.
Oh, this whole story reminds me of something that I did over the summer.
Yeah.
That I forgot to tell you. I've got a mini sheep.
Wow. What the heck's a mini sheep?
Well, you know what a sheep is, right?
Hey! No! Hold on.
Oh no!
That's dog. My shoe!
Oh no!
No! No! No!
Everything was going crate. So good.
In the crate, right here. Get in your crate. Right there. Go.
Oh, man.
Come here. In the crate. Go. No. Freaking dog. That freaking dog. She comes running in, and she's got my freaking shoe in her mouth. I was like, "What are you doing? It's like my favorite shoe."
Oh, dude, it wasn't your sneaker or preacher sneakers, was it? It wasn't your new set of preacher sneakers?
No, my new boots. No, dude, they were those. I had to send those back. I got a different size. So yeah. So, dude, nice stinking dog.
I say enjoy. All right,
does your sheep
enjoy the boots?
I'm going to enjoy the boots. Does your sheep chew up your shoes?
No, but when you go outside, one, she's really loud. She's just really loud.
She a sheep or a duck?
Bang sounds. I'm not sure. But ducks are also very loud. If you have a female duck, they're super loud. Anyway, she's loud, and when you go up to pet her, she's super friendly. She wants you to pet her and give her scratches on her ears and all that sort of stuff. But when she comes up to you, she will nibble on your clothes a little bit. So she won't like steal your shoes, but she will nibble on your pants. And her name's Stormy. And
Stormy and Lexi would get along real well.
They would. They'd be best friends. Anyway, she's cute. Just a little sheep, and she doesn't have to be. She has hair and not wool, which means you don't have to shear her.
Okay.
So very low impact little sheep here.
A low impact sheep. That's not a nice one.
Just plays with the goats and
nice way to talk about it. You know.
That's right. She's a sweet little sheep. I like her. She's very nice.
Okay.
And I've got two Muscovies that are sitting on eggs right now, so before too long we'll have plenty of little baby ducks running around, which is going to be pretty awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. That's about what we have going on here. The turkeys for Thanksgiving
I saw a bunch of those.
Getting nice and plump. They're doing very good. Pretty excited about that. I'm going to probably sell some of these, so if anybody listening to the podcast wants to purchase a farm-raised, always on grass Thanksgiving turkey, you give me a call. You let me know.
You're gonna murder it for him?
I'm willing to sell it.
You gonna murder it for him, or
if they're willing to come over here and pick it up, I will slaughter, and I will take care of all that for you.
Me murder
while you're here. I mean, but here's the deal. This is what I think.
You got a taste for blood, Martin.
You gotta be out here. Oh no, killing turkeys is gross, dude.
You got a taste for it now. Be careful, man.
I do not have a taste. I got a taste for eating that delicious meat, but it is gross. There's something about cutting a turkey's throat. Oh, it's gross. But what are you gonna do, man? If you want to eat it,
if you want to eat it, you gotta kill it. That's just.
And I definitely want to eat it.
Definitely killed it.
Yeah. But anyway, I only need 2, and I've got 7.
Oh, okay. Well,
So,
hopefully these like last too. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Well, I've already lost a lot of them. So
yeah, but you don't have that little dog murdering them all, right?
I don't have a dog murdering them all, and these ones are all bigger than my chickens now. They're all probably about 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, they seem like it. Seem pretty good size.
Yeah, they are. And at 10 pounds, that means that they're pretty much gonna be hard to kill now. That's the way it is with turkeys. They're really easy to kill, and then all of a sudden, once they get to a certain size, they get to like really difficult to kill. You pretty much got to saw their heads off to kill them. So, which is what we'll be doing the week of Thanksgiving. Why don't you just
shoot their heads off with a shotgun?
No, you just take a fillet knife and
yes. Man, you just shoot their head off with like a buckshot.
No, I don't want the risk of messing up any of the meat.
Oh, man,
just real quick.
Sounds like so much fun though.
Slice.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Delicious.
You just chop it, shoot its head off. You just send them out into the. You're like, start running, turkey, and you just got to be a really good shot.
Just blast it. Yeah, I'm not going to
use a turkey load.
Yeah, you're going to have all that shot up in that bird.
No, don't. You just got to shoot for the head, dude. Shoot for the head.
Shoot straight for the face.
Yeah, you shoot for the face. It'll take the whole head off, dude.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to... You
got to have a lot of kicks, so you got to practice a little bit. So you work that shoulder back in.
Yeah. That's right. Post-Thanksgiving, or I'm sorry, post-summer means gearing up for Thanksgiving. Okay. So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm gearing up for Thanksgiving. I'm getting ready. I'm going to plant a bunch of pumpkins. Mm-hmm. Actually, I need to plant those pretty soon. Plant a bunch of pumpkins.
Okay.
And that'll be pretty fun. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, man, you're really getting into all this outdoorsy stuff, eh?
I am. I like it.
I can see that.
I like living in the country. I like raising critters. I like checking on all my mama birdies, going around doing everything. It's really cool. So, Justin, let me ask you something. Have you kissed dating goodbye? Did you kiss dating goodbye?
Well, yeah, cause I did because I'm married.
Right. You remember that book? I Kissed Dating Goodbye? Yeah. That was like right in our time frame, wasn't it?
It was right around that time. What brings up this? Is it new stuff coming out? The guy was a total idiot.
The guy is divorcing his wife and
no
longer a Christian. Yeah. He kissed dating goodbye, and now the sequel is he kissed Jesus goodbye.
I kissed marriage goodbye, and I kissed Jesus goodbye. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Is he for real writing that?
No, he's not for real writing.
Dude, because at least that would I'd be like, oh, hey man, you capitalize on it, I guess,
I suppose, but it was weird that it all came out because when we were in high school. And in college, purity culture was like a big deal.
It was, yeah.
It was. They pushed that hard. It's like,
they did.
Justin, if you want to have a good sex life, you better never have sex before you're married. Now, I actually agree with that. I think that that's helpful.
I do. But at the same time, they were hardcore. It was like real, like aggressive.
It was real aggressive, and it wasn't in. It was done mainly in terms of. You're only going to be satisfied sexually, ever. Mm-hmm. The only hope that you'll ever have of this is if you are absolutely 100% pure in every way possible. Mm-hmm. That's the only way that's going to happen. It was like, okay.
So,
and that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
But it was and I heard somebody talking about this on some other podcast. I forget which one though. They said that it was the prosperity gospel, but for sexual ethics. And essentially, it was
who made that analogy? Because that's really good.
That's what I thought too. It was like, if you do what we say, then you'll get all this.
Essentially, like, you want to have a really great sex life. Then you gotta do everything this way. Dude, that is a really good analogy.
You gotta kiss dating goodbye.
Kiss dating goodbye.
Right? You gotta do courtship, And then you are promised healthy sex life. Yep. But everybody that I know in our age group is, I don't think it was as cut and dried as all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think the reality expressed that.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm happy with my sex life. Right?
Okay, good to know.
But
good to know. You want to talk more about your sex life here, Martin?
I'm not in any detail.
Okay. Just checking.
One of the guys at judo asked me a sexual question, in terms of like what is appropriate within marriage, and I was like, all right, well, let me just tell you this: you and your spouse your bodies belong to the other.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
So whatever disgusting stuff you're doing in your marriage, first off, I don't want to hear about it. So you keep all that to yourself.
You had like a notebook.
And second,
you have a notebook. You go, all right, so here's the deal. This is what you can. This is what you can't. You go through the list.
This is the drawing. Here's the list, right? This is the yes side. This is the no side. Yeah. Yes for this stuff. No for that. No, I didn't do that.
You can stick this here, but don't stick this there. That kind of stuff. Did you do that?
That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. He wanted the list. He's like, give me the breakdown. Tell me what's cool and what's not cool, and let me just know that. And I was like, it ain't like that, man, because your body is not your own. It belongs to your wife and vice versa. Mm-hmm. So you got to think about what's mutually beneficial and pleasurable and increasing in intimacy and all that.
And he was all like, man, this is bullcrap. Just tell me what I can do and what I can't do. Is that what he said?
Yeah, well, you can put this in there, but not that in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, he was like, I guess that makes sense. But I think that he did want a little bit more clarity on what he's able to do when he gets married.
So,
and I was like, dude, you just calm down. But anyway, it took me a while to go from, it wasn't like an immediate switch for me, like emotionally, for okay, don't have sex, you're not married, to all of a sudden I'm married and definitely have lots of sex. It wasn't an immediate switch. It took me a while. And I just can't help but imagine that that's the case for lots of people, because we were told this whole time by the Josh Harrises and the purity culture, we were told this whole time, it's like, listen, if you're gonna have a good sex life,
don't have sex.
Don't have sex until you're married, and then
have lots of sex.
Have sex all the time, right?
But the thing is like, and this is all right.
And maybe I'm just slower than the average person.
No, you're not. But this is...
I couldn't make that switch without feeling guilt.
It's not that. It's not... I don't know so much of the guilt, but it was the... And this is the thing, like, sex is great. It is, all right?
Yeah.
But they set it up so high. Like, the standard, the expectation was so high that we go and we had sex for the first time, and you're like, oh, it's over already? You know, it's kind of like one of those things. You're like, wait, we're done? You really thought, like, the expectation you had, because it was like, this is the best thing in the whole entire world, and if you want to have a great sex life, then you got to wait, and this and that, and then you wait, and then you go, and you're just kind of like, I mean, you're like, yeah, that was cool, but this is not what I thought it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not as if waiting until you're married means that you're automatically going to be good at it once you do it.
Exactly, but that's not that. And but they don't go through that. They don't. You know, they're like, if you want to have a great, and so like in our minds, we're slow because we're thinking, yeah, it's gonna be, it's gonna be great, right? Immediately, it's gonna be fantastic immediately. You know, but what makes it fantastic is not,
and it was
immediately. But what makes it truly fantastic is time and intimacy and growing closer together.
There you go.
They don't tell you that crap.
Yeah, it's a learning process.
And so the guy that wrote that stupid book, which I've always thought that book was stupid, first and foremost. Okay, but
that's because you didn't want to kiss Diddy goodbye.
I kissed my wife. Hello, hey.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. But I'll say, like, I guess I'm. You know what? I'm not really shocked. Not really shocked that the dude's divorced now. So, what was his reason? What was his reason for getting divorced? And he left the church too.
Yeah, it hasn't all come out yet. Like I'm sure that over the course of time, that it most likely will get fleshed out because the guy was popular for the purity culture thing. But anyway, didn't really say.
Really
said we're breaking up, and then in a follow-up tweet or whatever, he started describing how he was going through a period of deconstruction. And then he said, deconstruction is really just another word for apostasy, which is what I'm doing. Because I understand what the nature of the church is and the things you need to believe, and I don't believe them.
Wow.
So I guess I'm apostatizing. Yeah, it was like okay, dude, this because religious deconstruction is like the cool thing to talk about these days, I guess. There's plenty of guys who are discussing that and really trying to make excuses for how their embrace of political liberalism means that they're deconstructing their faith. And that's like, come on. You can be a political liberal and still be a Christian. It's okay. Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we see.
You can.
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah. You can do that. It's okay. It doesn't break anybody's heart.
Yeah.
Nobody demands that in order to love Jesus, you also have to be a Republican.
Yeah.
Do they? Do people demand that? They do.
They demand it, but you don't always get everything you want. So, dude, that's crazy, man. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Homeboy is divorcing his wife, and
I can't help but think that the two are related.
Yeah.
Abandoning the faith and divorcing your wife.
Well,
there's
what
some
I
other
want
thing
to
going
know,
on here.
what I want. All right, I'm gonna say it. This is what we're all.
You want to know who he's banging?
Well, there's the bottom line. Was what everything he wrote, was it up to what his expectations? You know, was his sex life fantastic, or not?
Well, are you saying, did he fall prey to the common problem that people in the health and wealth gospel fall prey to, or the prosperity gospel fall prey to? Mm-hmm. Did somebody overpromise him and it was underdelivered, and then he got bitter about it?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't living his best sex life now.
What if he wasn't living his best sex life, Martin?
I'm living my best sex life right now, I think. Unless it gets better, which I'm okay with.
Yeah. Well, it can get better. That's a thing.
That's what I'm saying. Increasing in intimacy, it should get better. It makes sense.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
But like I said, the doctor, he just sits down.
What does the doctor ask?
I'm not going to say everything he's asking. All right, so.
Well, just generalize.
It's just a list of things of, do you have any problems with this, this, and this? And I'm like, no.
Are you growing hair in your ears? Yes.
Yeah, actually.
Is that a part of it?
I got some right there. I do get hair in my ears. So, and I get more hair in my back than I ever have in my entire life.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude.
Do you got back hair?
Not a lot. I got some.
Patches.
Leia's like, yeah, it's real spotty.
Mm-hmm.
I got it in the lower back.
Mm-hmm.
I got like a, yeah. Like if I wanted to get a tramp stamp now, I'd have to shave.
Yeah.